Lisa Morgan, a fitness trainer from Grove Park. Jane Morris, a judo player from Swanley. Dean Jackson, a financial consultant from Birmingham. And Tony Bayford, a gym owner from Caterham. Tonight face the ultimate challenge, the might of the Gladiators. Jet. Warrior. Lightning. Shadow. Cobra. Panther. Wolf. Flame. Hawk. Phoenix. Saracen. And Scorpio. Coming to you from the National Indoor Arena in Birmingham, here are the presenters of Gladiators, John Fashnu and Ulrika Johnson.
Hello, good evening and a very warm welcome to Gladiators. Tonight, our 4 contenders will face the ultimate challenge of our gladiators in a series of 6 different events. Using great strength and a tremendous amount of skill, they'll be attempting to gain as many points as possible to give them an advantage in our head-to-head eliminator at the very end of the show. And the winner of that, of course, will hope for a place in our semi-finals.
And naturally, the winners of our semis will go on to meet the gladiators in the finals, where the highest scoring male and female contenders will share a grand prize of £10,000.
Let's give a very warm welcome to our first female contender. She is Lisa Morgan. Hello, Lisa, and a very warm welcome. Thank you. You look fantastic. Doesn't she look great? You're a personal fitness trainer, aren't you?
Yeah, I've got my own gym, Beauty and the Beast in Lewisham. So,
well, I'd say...
wants to come down.
Well, if that doesn't get them coming, I don't know what will. Good luck, Lisa. Off you go to get into your body armour for our very first event.
And the second of our female contenders is Jane Morris. Hello, Jane. Now, Jane, you're a judo player and you've represented Great Britain. Won any medals lately?
Yeah, I've won the Commonwealth Games in 1990 and I'm 5th in the world.
That's pretty good going. Gladiators, watch out. Good luck, Jane.
Let's welcome our first male contender. He is Dean Jackson. Come on down, stop doing all your dancing. Welcome, Dean.
Welcome, good evening, everybody.
How are you feeling?
Ready, raring to go.
Listen, you're a financial advisor, aren't you?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, me and I see a lot of people, yeah.
Do you do a lot of travelling?
Travelling is part and parcel of the job. We're talking 600 miles a week.
In what?
In a knackered old car by the time I've finished with them.
You must go through a fair number of cars.
Fair, I'm on my 6th one so far.
6?
Yeah.
Goodness me.
All
Well, listen, I hope you don't wear out our Atlas spheres.
This stands a fairly good chance, yeah.
Good luck, Dean. Get your safety equipment on, ready for the danger zone.
And our second male contender is Tony Bayford. Hello, Tony. You've got a gym. We wouldn't notice, would we, eh? What else do you do?
Well, I like going to the West End, see the theatres, comedies, things like that.
What have you seen lately? Anything interesting?
5 Guys Named Mo.
Any good?
It was excellent, excellent.
Well, Tony, tonight you're going to meet 5 gladiators named Muscle. Off you go, Tony. Go and get your safety equipment on, and we'll hand back to John Sachs.
Thanks, Fash. And event 1 is Danger Zone. Our 60 seconds of running the gauntlet requiring fast footwork, keen eyesight and a deadly aim. And here's the target they've got to hit, which is situated above the Gladiator. Contenders have 4 attempts to hit that target via the 4 weapon stations, picking up 1 point for each weapon fired or 10 points for hitting the target. Jane and Lisa need over 22 points to get on our leaderboard and oust Jenny Legrand. In the event of a draw, the contender with the faster eliminator time goes through. First into the danger zone is Lisa Morgan, a keen bodybuilder, her ambition to win Miss Universe. So why does Lisa want to face the ultimate challenge? She told us earlier.
I'm here because I think basically I'm the best here. It's a challenge that I've wanted to do. I compete in bodybuilding shows, but at the end of the day in the shows, the winner is down to the judges, it's their opinion. Whereas here, the winner is down to yourself. You know, the better you do, the more you win. And basically, if you're doing well, then you are the winner, rather than someone making the choice for you.
Lisa's ambition to be Miss Universe, and here she is, facing Miss Universe, Panther.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Lisa sets off into the danger zone, and it's all about hits and wits, and she's going to need those for the next 60 seconds. First weapon in the armory is the crossbow. That's a wee bit low. And of course, to add to the degree of difficulty as she moves across to the bazooka, she has to release each weapon within a 10-second time limit. Otherwise, that weapon station auto-destructs, rendering it useless. Therefore, no point. Onto the mortar. And that was a bit better, but too low that time. Across to the rocket launcher. The largest of the weapons. Oh, a bit south. Now she's got to work her way through that perspex cylinder, trying to avoid those hits coming in from Panther to punch the target for 10 points. Good run there in the danger zone. And up goes Panther. And look at that, takes off her helmet, not a hair out of place. She just washes and goes. Next up, it's Jane Morris, our judo player. How does she rate herself against the Gladiators? Well, she had no hesitation in telling us.
I'm stronger, fitter. I do judo, so I think I'll be better at most of the stronger events.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Well, Jane's hobby is belly dancing, not a vital requirement in this event, but every little bit helps. Up against the Cannonball Express, namely Panther. First attempt on target is the crossbow. And look at that, a bullseye! First attempt, and look at that. 10 points, Calamity Jane. What a terrific way to open your account. And Panther's high and dry for the second time. There's the protective net that defends the audience from stray projectiles. After one event, the perfect start from Lisa and Jane. Both have a maximum 10. As the Gladiator crew set up for the men's, we look at the men's leaderboard. Tony and Dean are going to have to turn in some pretty high scores if one of them is to book a place amongst this elite club. Dean Jackson, a big, strong lad, once did the Paris Triathlon for charity and is not overwhelmed by our Gladiators.
The Gladiators are just an incidental. I mean, we've got to get over them. They're just, you know, neither here nor there. We're talking time and points.
He's talking tough, and this guy plays pretty rough. The leader of the Wild Bunch, the Wolfman.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
So it's Wolf versus local boy Dean Jackson. And our first weapon, the crossbow. Dean releases the crossbow, now makes a sprint for the bazooka, always in the back of his mind. When aiming those weapons must be the knowledge that within 10 seconds that station will auto-destruct and neutralize the weapon. Good shot there. That was close. Now the cannonball run to the mortar. And he's picked him off. I don't think Dean realized what he was up against. The Force, better known as the Wild One. Wolf! Dean released 2 weapons, so 2 points. And in the playback, Dean avoids one shot on his way to the mortar, but doesn't have a chance with the second, which followed close behind, picked him off on the shoulder, deadly shooting from the Wolf. A blood-curdling cry. Ooh, ooh. Tony, a real powerhouse, works out every day, and his ambition is to canoe across the English Channel. Is he fazed by our Gladiators?
Not at all. But no worries there. There's not enough of them.
Well, there's one of the best of them. Read my lips.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1!
Well, for Tony, facing that tennis cannon must be like receiving a first serve from Boris Becker. Those balls come at you at over 100 miles an hour. Breaks for cover across to the second station. Wolf zeroes it. Oh, look at that. Nearly hit the cameraman. In the back of his mind, Tony knows he's up against that clock. And there's the cameraman very sensibly getting behind the weapon station this time. And on to a big weapon for a big man. There's the rocket launcher. Oh, just a little low that time. Now, this is going to be a tight squeeze as he breaks for the cylinder and punches that target for his 10 points. And there's the Wolf hoisted by his own leotard. So Tony goes great guns in his first event in the Gladiator arena. And that's not a happy Wolf.
Congratulations, Tony. How do you feel?
I feel a lot better now.
Tell me, do those balls hurt?
I wouldn't know, I haven't been hit yet.
Well, let's hope you don't. Thanks very much.
Thank you, John.
Tony clocks up a top 10 hit, and Dean shoots a brace. 2 points. Is the wall, where contenders have to set their sights high. Ahead of them, an awesome climb. It's 36 feet high, 24 feet wide. Their objective to scale this precipice within a 60-second time limit. 10 points if you get your feet over the top, 5 points if you're still on the wall after the 60-second time limit expires. Jane Morris, who earlier said she was stronger than the Gladiators. But now, she has the chance to prove her point against Phoenix, who'll be flying up behind her. Lisa Morgan, studying every inch of that wall. And she'll have to be quick. She'll have the jet on her tail.
Players, ready? Contenders will start on my first whistle. Gladiators will start on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
So Lisa and Jane looking to make the most of their 20-second start. And 20 seconds may seem like a big start, but just you watch how quickly our Gladiators catch them up when they're released. And here they come. So Phoenix will home in on Jane, and Jet will be looking to take Lisa down. And Jane making a good job up there, but look at Jet. She's already on Lisa's leg. And now the battle begins as she tries to pry her off. Remember, she must stick to that wall. She loses contact. And look at the splits there from Jane, trying to avoid Phoenix. That looked painful. And look at Lisa, still hanging on. Phoenix moving in on Jane, and she whips her off that wall. No points there. And look at Jet, takes down Lisa. A double takedown. Contenders and Gladiators lowered down on their safety harnesses. Jet and Phoenix getting the job done. Terrific. Well, let's have a look via the mini camera in Jet's helmet, how she zeroes in on Lisa. There's the foot coming into view. But she wants to get a better grip, so she moves up. And see how Lisa tucks her legs up there to avoid the Jet. Jet moves in and gets the grip.
Well done, Lisa. You attacked the wall with a vengeance.
Yeah. I've got vertigo, though, so I'm pleased I didn't get up anyway.
This is the girl who discovered she has a fear of heights on Gladiators. Not the time to discover it. So what was going through your mind when you were hanging on?
Basically, I wanted to get to the top, because obviously it was the biggest challenge, because I'm afraid of heights. But she was too quick for me.
Well done, Lisa.
Here's the view from the top of the wall. And here's Jane coming towards us, making terrific progress. Nearly makes it to the summit, then look out, there's the Phoenix. Phoenix strikes and gives it all the welly and pulls her off that wall.
Jane, another one who attacked that wall with great confidence. What happened?
I think the nerves just got the better of me.
Yeah. Were you aware of Phoenix behind you at all?
Not at first, but when she grabbed hold of me, I was.
And you were holding on, but you lost your grip, really, at the end.
Yeah, she's quick, and she just yanked me off.
Well done. Never mind. Better luck next time. Jane Morris.
After 2 events, there's no points, so no change. Lisa 10, Jane 10. Next up to scale the heights, it's Tony Bayford. And Dean Jackson. All harnessed up and ready for their assault on this wall. And Dean taking some deep breaths to control his heart rate. And looking up that wall, it's a heart-stopping prospect. And so is the thought of the Cobra following you up 15 seconds later. Saracen will follow Tony.
Players, ready? Contenders will start on my first whistle. Gladiators will start on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
So the men's head start time only 15 seconds, and it's a different wall to the women's with 2 more overhangs to increase that degree of difficulty. And here comes the dynamic duo, Cobra and Saracen. Saracen on Dean, Cobra after Tony. Tony, by the way, played under-16 football with Crystal Palace, better known as the Eagles. And they tend to nest in high places. And look at Tony soaring up the wall where Eagles dare. Over the top for 10 points. Terrific climbing. And look at Saracen pulling on Dean's leg. And he takes it off. No points there for Dean. Great takedown by the Saracen.
Congratulations, you made that look very easy, was it?
Very easy.
You certainly had no problems with that.
No, none at all.
Do you think you'll have any problems in the other events?
No, I'm looking forward to the duel. But, we'll see.
Well, you got your 10 points on this one. Well done, Tony!
Dean, I knew you were a little bit anxious about the wall to start with, but you were doing pretty well 3/4 of the way.
Yeah, made the fatal mistake of changing the game plan at the last minute.
Yes, I saw that. You sort of decided to change course over that overhang. Rather fatal.
I should have stuck to the original plan, but when the pressure was on, bottled it, didn't I?
Well, I think a round of applause for Dean.
Saracen with a sign language all of his own. After 2 events, Dean stays on 2. Tony, our point-scoring powerhouse, continues scoring maximum points. Event 3 is duel.
Contender, ready?
Lisa Morgan.
Gladiator, ready?
And there's the Jet.
On guard.
Now, Lisa has 30 seconds to knock the Jet off her perch for 10 points. 5 if she goes the distance, 30 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Well, this is no way to treat a lady. Lisa giving away 1 stone in body weight to Jet and 1 inch in height. And those pugil sticks 7 feet long. And some big licks coming in from the Jet. Look at that reach. Whatever happens, don't let go of it. Oh, Jet turned around, but she gets a girl down. Look at that. Tremendous. Jet jumps for joy. And that KO deprives Lisa of any points. In the replay, just look as Jet loses her balance. Recovers and swings round with a punishing backhander that sends Lisa flying from that podium 12 feet down. Lisa certainly didn't see that one coming. After Lisa, Jane's a totally different prospect for Jet. This gold medal judo player has great upper body strength.
My most favourite event is the duel, because I like knocking them off. Knocking their heads off, basically. I'm vicious.
Wouldn't like to meet her in the January sales.
Contender, ready? Gladiator, ready? On guard!
This time, Jet giving away 1.5 stone.
3, 2, 1.
Well, this is the one that Jane's been looking forward to, and she's been trying to intimidate the Jet. Look at that. What a roundhouse. And another one throwing Jet off her balance. Look at this powerful girl. So much power. Look at this. Tremendous sweeps as Jet is thrown off balance there. And if the question is Jet going to be able to stay up there for 30 seconds? Oh, look at this. Jane giving it all she's got. Tremendous, look at that. Oh, how does Jet stay up there? Oh, Jet earned her money today. Wonderful sportsmanship there. Those girls gave it their all. Full 10 points there. As they come down, let's check out the replay. Jane more like Conan the Barbarian as she hammers Jet with those deadly blows.
Jane, that really was a terrific fight. The balance required in judo must have come in handy then.
Yeah, it did. I really wanted to knock her off.
You nearly did, just near the end there. She was very, very close to the edge, but you just missed that last final back.
She was strong, she was tough.
Well, you were tough too.
And there's Jet relaxing after that amazing ordeal. Oh, look at that! Where's my membership form? I'm signing up for the Jet fan club. After 3 events, Jane takes the lead on 15 points. Lisa stays on 10. Uh-oh. This looks like trouble. It's Nightmare on Elm Street, the awesome Warrior. And Dean trying not to notice the platform shake as Warrior steps onto it. That's a good idea. Don't look. So Warrior standing in for the Shadow, who's still nursing a previous arm injury.
Contender, ready? Gladiator, ready? On guard! 3, 2, 1.
Dean Jackson giving away 9.5 stone and 4 inches in height as Warrior goes to battle. And I bet he's thinking, what am I doing up here? And he didn't hang around to find out. Warrior just nudged him off for a fast KO. No points. But look on the bright side, it's all over. And look at this, straight to work. Tremendous combination. Dean does his best to fend it off, but it's just too powerful. And that's the blow that does it. Off you go.
Well, Dean, what can I say? He didn't leave you up there very long.
Well, this is it, but the first one's a bit of a shocker, I'll tell you that much.
So what does it feel like to be hit with the pugil stick?
You ever run into a car at 30 mile an hour?
That powerful?
It's not bad, it's not bad.
Here comes Tony Bayford. Tony closer to Warrior's body weight, but still giving away 7 stone, and he's been looking forward to this.
Yeah, I like to knock Warrior off. I'm sure I can do that.
Well, after those terrifying words, Warrior looks extremely worried. Not.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! On guard! 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the land of the giants. And look at these 2 powerhouses. Look at that. Tony goes for a low shot. Good idea. There's Warrior. He's having none of it. You can't unbalance 21 stone. And look at Tony. He's a game guy. Sticking it to Warrior's helmet. Warrior, don't use your hand. Take that and that. And he gives as good as he gets, but he goes down. Tremendous strength from Warrior. And looks like Tony's going over to our referee now. I wonder what he'll be saying to John Anderson. Let's look at the replay. Giving a good account of himself. Warrior goes about his business. And look at that. Yes, he used his hand. You're not allowed to use your hand.
Well, I have to tell you, Tony, that the laws specify that no hands, no kicking is allowed, and our Warrior used his hand to push away your pugil stick, so he's disqualified. How does that make you feel?
Fantastic. Fantastic. I wanted this all.
I must say, you put up a terrific fight. And I have to say, Mr. Warrior,
I can't believe this.
I have to say, you finally bit the dust.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
Do you have any defense?
He was very good. He was very good. It was a good contest.
Well, you were both terrific sports, and it really was one of the most exciting fights so far. Well done.
Okay.
And no kissing.
All right, what about a couple then? After 3 events, Dean remains on 2, while Tony continues his maximum scoring, 30 points.
After the break, our contenders will be battling it out in their atmospheres as they continue their action against the might of the Gladiators.
Welcome back, and the audience know what they're in for when they hear We Will Rock You, Event 4, Atmospheres. And there's Jane Morris already loaded up in a yellow atmosphere. Remember, Jane's in yellow, and Lisa Morgan is rolling in the red atmosphere. Now, they'll be banging up against our Gladiators, Flame, rocking and rolling, and Panther.
Markers, check CO2 on my whistle. Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Thunderdome. Just like a scene out of Mad Max, it's Atmospheres, 60 seconds of high-octane action. Panther gets a thunderball rolling for a head-on with Lisa, and Flame greets Jane. Lisa in the red atmosphere, and there's Jane in the yellow. Makes a move on the pod. No cigar that time. Jane moves off. Gets a good run. Up on 4. Gets the goal. And so does Lisa. 3 points apiece. Jane breaks away again as Lisa's detained by both Gladiators. Up on pod 1. Oh, every which way but in. And there's Lisa on 3, misses. Oh, put out by... Look at that. Flame knocks Jane out of that pod. And it looks like everybody's parked up. Detained by the Gladiators. Lisa in trouble there. She cannot break away. And look at that. Jane in a breakaway. She picks up 3 points there. That was quick. And you've got to be quick in this game. Well, great scoring by Jane. She picks up 6 points, and Lisa 3 to add to their totals. Good defense work by our Gladiators. And Jane's great sense of balance and lower body strength makes it look easy, but she didn't get it directly over the middle on pod 1. She moves on to 2, and put out by the Flame. Jane's Gladiator. Panther and Flame dominating in those wheels of steel. 2 valuable members of the Gladiator team, and they're glad to have them on their side. They'll be pleased with that performance. After 4 events, Lisa 13, Jane 21. Well, next, it's heavy metal crunch time as the big boys get set to go to work. And there, loaded up in the yellow atmosphere, is Tony Bayford. And in the red atmosphere, Dean Jackson. Looking to pile on some points now. Banging up against Tony and Dean, Lethal Weapon 1, 22 Stone of Warrior. And joining him, this heavy metal roller derby, Lethal Weapon 2, the Awesome Shadow.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
We're all set to rock and roll in this 60 seconds of rocks and shocks. And look at the tremendous speed they get as they accelerate. Look at Shadow, high balls into Dean. What a collision, he's knocked off his feet. And a quick goal there for Tony. 3 points, there's Dean. Oh, he misses on 4. And here comes Warrior to cement him against the wall. Great marking by Shadow, keeping Tony right out of the play there. And there's Warrior. Oh, Dean's back down on his feet again. No way, Jose, are you getting on pod 1? Oh, Warrior's down. And there's Tony, another goal, 3 points. That won't have amused Shadow. There's Dean on 2, he misses. Put the brakes on. He's coming back for some more. He's unmarked at the moment. Takes his time, picks up the 3 points. Where's Warrior? There's his atmosphere, it's not moving. He's totally unmarked at the moment. He comes up on 4, picks up the goal, 3 points. Warrior's atmosphere has stopped moving. And our officials now running towards him. And there he is, he's not moving. Could it be a pulled muscle? Let's get him out of there. Let's check the replay as Dean misses on 2, puts the brakes on, and comes back to get his atmosphere right on the button. And that's what you have to do, hit the button to release the CO2 plume. There it goes. Well, there's Warrior, and it looks like he's in some pain there. All the officials now on the floor. Let's see if we can work out what happened there. Well, there's Warrior doing a great job. He's knocked his man off his feet. Does a turn, blocks him out of 1, steps forward. Can't move. Oh, and there's the kickback. And there's Shadow with Wolf. And that is some weight they're lifting onto that trolley. Warrior weighs 22 stone. And that's going to be real difficult trying to get him out of that atmosphere. Shadow, Warrior's old battle buddy, looking very concerned. We'll take him off to the physio. If there's any change in condition or any news I can give you, I will keep you updated. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the men's scores after 4 events. Dean moves up to 8. Tony enhances his impressive score to 36. Event 5 is swing shot.
Yes, John, and this one probably looks a lot simpler than it really is. As you can see, our 2 contenders are poised on their platforms 15 feet above the arena floor, and they're both attached to shock cord. Now, don't forget, there's going to be 2 gladiators opposite them trying to stop them.
Namely Lightning. And her partner in swing, the Flight of the Phoenix. It's 1 ball per swing, yellow 1, 2 for blue, and red scores 3 points.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Swing out, sisters. Lisa and Jane swing for fame. Lisa's short of the mark. Jane picks it. Oh, she's dropped it. Lisa, and she has not got the swing of this thing, but Jane picks up a yellow. That's 1 point in her beak. Must get it back in the basket. And she's unmarked. Where are the Gladiators? Picks off a yellow. That's easy pickings. Lisa short again. Looking like Zebedee. There's Jane. Stole that yellow, and now look at that, all tangled up. Well, Lisa certainly not getting to grips with this swing sing. Phoenix loves it. Nice, easy day for her. And this has really cost them some time. Lisa not only having problems getting the balls off the cylinder, but controlling her shot cord and getting back up that tower. And Jane picks up 3 yellows, 3 points. And Lisa, nothing.
The rules are quite clear. If there is intentional entanglement, then the game is repeated. If the entanglement happens accidentally, then the game concludes in the normal way. This game, therefore, will not be replayed.
Well, you heard it from the main man. Jane will be happy with her 3 points. Lisa gets zilch. Didn't get to grips with that swing thing. After 5 events, Lisa 13, Jane 24. Well, now it's the men's turn to swing their thing. And you'd think our cameraman was on a shock cord as he swings up to Dean Jackson, who needs to pick off some points. He really is trailing the point power of Tony Bayford. And swinging up against them, well, it's that king of swing, Wolfman. And his high-flying partner, the Hawk.
Contenders, ready! Gladiators, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Swing low, Sweet Chariot coming for to reach those balls. Steve picks off a blue, and Tony comes away empty-handed. And now Dean has to bank that blue for 2. In the baskets. It's Tony. Picks off a yellow. And Wolf marking his man tight, but Dean robbed that blue. Tony up, all on his own, unmarked and doesn't get a thing. Up comes Dean. Oh, great body check by the Wolfman. Empty-handed. Up goes Tony, picks a blue. Hawk, watch those feet. Oh, look at that great body check by the Wolf. There's Tony. Oh, look at that. Hawk has blocked him out of the play. Another great body check. Look at that. Kept him right out of play by the Wolf. And look at that. Tony sneak one round the side. Terrific play. Great play there, but he's too late there with that yellow. Well, Dean did some great high flying there. And so did Tony, but look at this. And watch this as he's blocked out completely by the Wolfman. Tremendous body marking. I was robbed. And the score after 5 events, Dean 12, Tony 39. Event 6 is Hang Tough, where a contender has 60 seconds to cross the rings, getting from their platform to the Gladiators platform at the other side, earning 10 points. First up, it's Lisa Morgan. And coming the other way, it'll be the deadly Scorpio, who's busy posing at the moment.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1!
Well, this event requires great upper body strength. Lisa has 55 rings to choose from. They're 4 feet apart, and she was telling me earlier that her ideal evening out would be dinner with the Chippendales. And I suppose as long as they don't dress for dinner, she'll be more than happy. And Scorpio, well, a talented gymnast, terrific on these rings. She really does. Oh, look at that! She's lost her grip. She's gone down. She missed that ring. And once again, look at that. Her hair is perfect.
Unlucky, Lisa.
Yeah.
What happened?
Not my strong event, the Hang Tough. I've had difficulty doing it all the way along, but I tried.
Thanks very much, Lisa.
Thanks. Bye.
Into the Hang Tough circus ring comes Jane. And Scorpio's the ringmaster.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1!
Well, we're used to seeing Tarzan doing the swinging, but this time it's Jane. And coming the other way, the deadly Scorpio. In your own time, Jane. There is only 60 seconds. Oh, she's come out to play. And Jane straight away in difficulty. Even her upper body power will find it a struggle carrying her 11.5 stone. A sitting target for Scorpio. Oh, she's given up. She's taken a dive. It's another Mac finish. Well, she never really got started in this event. Commiserations from Scorpio, and Jane's mother's in the audience, and her mother put her into this, so she'll be pretty disappointed. No points there.
Unlucky, Jane. That's unlucky. You tried hard. Jane, you've done so well on all the events. It just proves you are human.
Yeah, it's hard being good at everything.
Well, we wish you all the best. Thanks very much, Jane.
Yeah, I know the feeling. After 6 events, our 2 dropouts, Lisa and Jane, failed to advance their scores. Lisa still on unlucky 13, Jane on 24. Up the ladder to the roof, and it's a 10-foot drop to the ground from those rings. Dean Jackson says his hobby is cooking. Well, tonight we're serving up hot cobra. I do wish he wouldn't do that. One of these days he's going to kick the cameraman.
Contender, ready!
And look at that distance, 50 feet across.
Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1!
Dean if he can get across to Cobra's platform. 5 points for hanging tough in the scoring zone. If he lasts till the whistle. But that's a tall order. Coming the other way at a great rate of knots is the Lord of the Rings. Cobra, look at that, doesn't take any time at all. He'll get to grips. 17 stone of Cobra coiled round Dean's body, and look at the strength, he takes him down. Eat Matt. Another one bites the dust. See how old Snake Hips glides in. The Cobra slither, total control straight to his victim.
Dean, do you realise you've just held 16 stone of Gladiator? How's it feel?
He's a big boy. He's a well big boy.
Well, you thought you were going to do well at this event. You said earlier on you thought you were going to be strong. Yeah. What do you think?
Just wanted to hang around in the scoring zone, but on the day, his weight outweighed me.
Next up, Tony Bayford. This should be interesting because he's a big boy. There's the Cobra. And look at that smile. He's got the ring of confidence.
Contender, ready! Gladiator, ready! 3, 2, 1.
Well, this has all the makings of a real showdown. Two powerful men pitching their skill and will in this aerial dogfight. Here comes the Cobra with a style all of his own, the Slither. Oh, look at that. Cobra sent the wrong way by Tony straight away. Oh, look, look, what's Tony trying to do? Take the Cobra down? Keeping his feet in the air, and that's the tactics to use. He's got a blue ring. He's in the scoring zone. That's worth 5 points. He's one ring, though. Come on, Tony, get a ring. Here comes Cobra, and he never gives up. Well, Tony, you've got to move, matey. He's got 5 points. Here comes a Cobra. Tony content just to hang there for the 5 points. He's in direct conflict with the Gladiator, so that's perfectly legitimate. And that must be taking a lot of power out of those arms. Well, congratulations, Tony. He hung tough. 5 points the hard way. And yes, that was a good one. Well done, Cobra.
Well done, Tony. Great display.
Oh, thanks. My fingers end lasted to the end. I'm glad.
How do your hands feel?
Tired. Very tired.
Well, Tony, you've got the upper body strength to be able to do an event like this. This has got to be one of your best events.
Yeah, at least if you can keep going. You can't keep going. The old shoulders, you know, bigger they are, the more pumped you get, the heavier you become.
What happens after you actually lose your momentum like you did then? Do you just stay there and wait for him to come?
No, you try and get away, but it's very hard with one ring to get a swing.
Thanks very much, Tony.
Thanks, John.
So Tony proving to be a jack of all trades, excelling in all disciplines. So after 6 events, Dean's on 12, Tony 44.
Well, our contenders have shown a lot of courage facing the Gladiators, but they're going to have to find a lot more because they've got to come down the zip line on the last event, the Eliminator, after the break.
National Indoor Arena, where we're once again preparing for our Eliminator.
Yes, the ultimate challenge, contender against contender. Whoever's on the leaderboard this evening is guaranteed a place in the semi-finals. Jane's 11-point lead converts to a 5.5-second head start. She must win to take her 24 points onto the leaderboard and oust Jenny Legrand. Lisa, however, only has 13 points, so if she wins the Eliminator, that won't be enough to make any difference to the leaderboard. What will be the outcome? Over to John Anderson.
Contenders, ready! Jane, you will start on my first whistle. Lisa, you will start on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
Well, Jane's 5.5-second start means Lisa's got her work cut out for her. And there she goes. And makes a great charge at that cargo net. Oh, slips through the middle there. And Jane pondering as she goes over the top there. Down the slide and up that scramble sheet. Now, this is going to be a real test. Here comes Lisa. Up the scramble sheet to join Jane. And Jane had problems in hang tough. 11.5 stone to negotiate across that overhead traverse. And look at Look at Lisa. Lisa really catching up now, making up ground on the overhead traverse, a much lighter frame. Oh, Jane slipped. This is going to cost her. That's going to cost her 10 seconds as she goes back to the edge. And look at that, Lisa across the rolling beam and onto the cargo net. Here comes Jane. That might work in her favour. She's had time for a breather. And Lisa really making a meal out of that cargo net. This Eliminator is the mother of all obstacle courses. It really does drain you. Upper and lower body disciplines. Come on, Lisa, you haven't got time to fiddle with those knee pads. Lisa over to the zip line as Jane is still making her way up that cargo net. Remember, it ain't over till it's over on Eliminator. Crash landing there. Deep breaths. She's going to need it for the Travelator. This Travelator, the last obstacle between her and a place in the semi-finals. And look at that, she slipped on it. And Jane is right behind her. Now that has cost her. Jane is going to take a deep breath, and here comes Lisa. Come on, all the way, all the way. Oh boy, come on. This is like going up the down escalator, but twice as quick. And look at that. Where does Jane find the energy? She crawls to the top, grabs the rope. Geronimo! And into the semi-finals. She robbed her. Wow, the comeback kid and Lisa Morgan. What must be going through her mind as she now looks at this Travelator for her third run-up? And something must be drying her up there. Come on, girl. Oh, she slipped again. She crawls over to grab that rope. There are no losers on Eliminator. Just the winners and the runners-up. And look at that brave attempt. Oh, she overshot the crash mat. And look at that, not a hair out of place. As we look at the ladies' leaderboard, we say goodbye, Jenny Legrand, and welcome Jane Morris as she joins the elite semi-finalists.
How do you feel?
Excited. I knew the ladder would be tough. Just like to say thanks to my mum for putting me into it. And hello to my boyfriend, Mario, because I haven't seen him for a whole week. That's about it.
Thanks very much, Jane.
Lisa, I was very surprised at the end there. You lost it all on the Travelator.
I know. Got to the top and I just didn't have enough power in me.
Have you been watching the other girls trying to get up it?
It's tough. What it is, you're so tired out by the rest of it. It's just, well, it's at the end of the day, that's, you know, that's what the game's all about.
I know you trained very hard alongside your husband, was it not?
Yeah. Sorry, Niall. I tried.
I'm sure he's very proud of you tonight. Lisa!
Well, they certainly treated us to one of the most exciting Eliminators I've ever seen. Let's take a look at the men's leaderboard. Tony Bayford, with his 44 points, could remove Ludwig Ramsey from his semi-final place if he wins this Eliminator. Sadly, Dean, even if he wins, won't have enough points to make the cut. So Tony, 32 points in the lead, gets half a second for each point, which means that he gets a 16-second head start on Dean.
Contenders, ready! Tony, you will start on my first whistle. Dean, you will start on my second whistle. 3, 2, 1.
This incredible 16-second deficit is going to be difficult for Dean to overcome. And having seen the cruel twist of fate in the ladies' Eliminator, it must give him some glimmer of hope. Another thing in his favour is his speed. He's a triathlete, has great stamina, and he's off. That's a big deficit to go. Look at Tony pump that hand bike. Tremendous acceleration. Here comes Dean down the slide and across the rolling beam for Tony onto the cargo net. And this cargo net will be the make or break of him. Oh, Dean, you're going to have to do better than that. He can't get any rhythm going. For Tony, it's down the zip line. 90 feet to the crash mat, and look where Dean is, still there on the overhead hand bike. Tony takes deep breath, but he knows he's got it in the bag. Up the Travelator, tremendous strides, grabs the rope, Geronimo! And into the semi-finals. A big smile. And here comes Dean. Well, he takes the mat with him. And there's a certain pride in our contenders on Gladiators. They must finish the course, and that's what he's going to do. A great contender through all of the events. Dean Jackson welcome home. On the men's leaderboard, we say goodbye to Ludwig Ramsey and welcome Tony Bayford to the elite core of the semi-finalists.
Well, congratulations, Tony. You go through to our semi-finals.
How do you feel? A lot better now. What I was going to say is it was tough tendon, but I had a big advantage, unfortunately.
Well done. We wish you the best.
Thank you, John.
Dean, I'm so proud of you because despite your defeat, you have had the biggest smile on your face as you came down.
Yo, to my people over there. Here we go, guys.
This is the spirit we have on Gladiators. Fantastic.
Well, dramatic events on this evening's show. I've just heard that Warrior has a dislocated knee. We'll tell you more next week when you join us for Gladiators.